In the final year of the millennium, a woman opened a new journal, but this was no ordinary diary. Inside, she chronicled not the memories of her past, but visions of a life she had yet to live. Night after night, she documented places she'd never been and people she'd never met. She wrote of a future city, seeing it all through a face that was not her own. Her friends dismissed it as a creative fantasy, a work of fiction, until the fiction started to become fact. One entry detailed a devastating flood that would submerge her hometown. Months later, it happened exactly as she had described. She began to call herself the woman from tomorrow. Scientists pleaded to study her, but she declined every offer. She claimed her future self wasn't ready yet. Then she vanished. Her final words were to her sister, a chilling warning: "If you see me again, I won't remember you." Years after she vanished, her family finally sold the old house. During the renovation, workers discovered something hidden deep inside a wall. It was a small wooden box. Inside, they found dozens of notebooks, all written in the same familiar handwriting, but the dates were impossible. Some entries were marked years after she was declared dead. One journal described a strange awakening, a hospital room, a new name, yet it detailed the same birthmark on her wrist, the same childhood memories. The writer confessed a deep sadness for someone I never met. Investigators couldn't explain it. The newer notebooks seemed to exist before the events they described. Experts called it an elaborate hoax, but the ink and paper were a perfect match to her originals from decades before. The final entry contained just one line: "I finally remember what comes next." Decades later, a young woman arrived in the same town where the story began. She told the locals she'd never been there, but somehow, she knew every street like the back of her hand. At a small, she walked straight to the exact seat the woman had once used every single morning. When the owner asked how she knew, she smiled softly. "I used to come here," she said, "a long time ago." Her handwriting was an exact match for the one found in the hidden journals. Even the small faded scar on her hand was in the very same place. When they showed her an old photograph of the woman, she simply whispered, "That was my first life." She left town the next day and was never seen again. To this day, no one knows who she really was or how she could remember a life that hadn't even ended yet.